suivons la voie de la sagesse, qui nous appelle, qui nous invite à l'union, c'est la voie de la nation. Amis, c'est l'heure de la jeunesse.
The 37th batch of the Combined Services Military Academy, EMIA, numbered close to 300 cadet officers at the time of admission. Their training at the prestigious institution started on the 5th of December 2016. Mostly civilians, young and fresh from university at the date of admission, they have undergone 36 months, that is, 3 years of intense physical, intellectual, and tactical training, which has transformed them into combat-ready military men and women prepared to be deployed to all the geographical zones of Cameroon and beyond. Their training started on the campus of EMIA, where they were drilled on civic responsibilities, basic military tasks and usages, and preliminary sports activities.
It was really tough. The first day was tough. It's like when we entered, I asked myself, how is it going to be? What is the next step? What are they going to do to us? And so forth. The night was long, very long, because it's the first time I had such sleepless night, full of activities and a lot of things that I've never known in my life. I was introduced to so many, let me say, physical, tough activities, right? As the time went on, our system became used to things like that. Sleepless nights, you get up very early in the morning for sports, around 4 o'clock. When you come back from sport, you need to be very fast in taking your breakfast, you need to be fast in taking your bath, you need to be fast to go to school. And after school, we have things we do during break. It's not like we rest, no. We have other activities that we do, like clean places, or at times physical activities too. We call it mididu. Yes, you walk the body a bit before you go and eat. After that, you still go back to class, and in the evening, we come back.
However, their training quickly shifted to specialized military training centers and units across the country, where they received specific competencies to equip them for the delicate task of safeguarding the sovereignty and territorial integrity of Cameroon. One of such trainings was carried out at the Airborne Battalion Training Center in Kutaba in the West Region. The cadet officers endured extreme physical activities to build their endurance and transform them into
There are many difficult parts of the training, you see, but I think the most challenging one was like the parachuting. Like it was really daring, like on the physical and moral aspect and psychologically too. Before actually getting to the plane for the jumping, we do practice jumping like on a giant seesaw, like in the camp for almost 2 weeks. And then on the week that we have to start the parachuting, actually, we get into the planes and the planes go up to the level of 400 meters. And when we reach where the landing ground, like where we have to jump, and now they release us and we have to go down. And we do it like 6 times. You have to jump 6 times from the plane.
Cadet officers of the 37th batch of EMIA left Kutaba not only physically stronger, but also with their first certificates in skydiving in their bags.
I am satisfied of what I have seen since I am here. I think that what we expect is acquire, and this batch is continuing his training normally. There is no problem. We will have soon officers with a big potential.
Kutaba in the Noon Division was only one part of the specialized training which the cadet officers of the 37th batch of EMIA received during their 36 months of training. They also attended training and military drilling in Mindif in the Far North region, Muchebum in the East region, Manowo Bay in the Southwest region, but also at the 21st Regiment of the Military Engineering Corps in Douala, amongst others. All these specialized training programs were meant to familiarize the cadet officers with the different geographical zones of the country and to make them directly operational whenever and wherever they are posted after graduation.
When I look at the impediments, I look at the obstacles I went through during the 2 years. It's been very, very tedious. At a certain point, I thought that I might not get to the apex. But along the line, with the strength of the Almighty and hard work too as well, it brought me to where I am today. Imagine circumstances where you go do alligator. Yeah, alligator was a very, very tedious internship we went and did towards Isongo and the Kribi. Then coupled to the fact that you're not used to in probably sleeping very late, or probably you're not used to in also getting up extremely very, very early. Moments like that were extremely very difficult. It used to play in the psyche.
The most challenging parts for me was the first year and this last year. The first year because it was very physical and very tough with the different internships that we went around, especially the Stage Commando at the Rapid Intervention Battalion in Manowo Bay. And then this last year it was very tough, but it was more psychological.
To me, the most difficult part was when we went for stage for alligator in Mimbe. After alligator was the Mount Cameroon ascension. It wasn't easy too. It wasn't easy at all. Coming back, the rain fell and it was very slippery. But the body was already used to tough things, used to enduring pain. So we had nothing to do but continue what we have been doing by enduring.
After 36 months of training, the 37th batch of cadet officers of the Combined Services Military Academy, EMIA, is ready to serve the country with honor and loyalty. The Military High Command has judged that they are equipped with the necessary physical, intellectual, and tactical competence to carry out any future missions they shall be assigned.
Our platoon received permission to come and destroy enemy of the value of a squad that was located at the Kutaba airport. That's what we were supposed to do before 6:45 p.m. So we started the mission at our camp with a briefing, the mission brief with our men. And then as we arrived here, we did the mission that was expected from us. So everything went on well. There was a nice coordination within the men since we had the briefing before.
The training as a whole is divided into 3 main years: the probatory year, the first academic year, and the second academic year. And as concerns the probatory year, which is about 70% based on the physical aspect, it is preparing cadet officers to be able to engage into the continuity of the strenuous, I'm based into fact that it is a very strenuous physical training on their part. As for the first year, the first academic year, which unfolds here in Yaoundé, it is more or less academic and a little bit of practicals, whereas the third year is based on application, where they go by on the field on different modules, and that is where they consolidate the theoretical part of what was being taught during the first year of their academic experience. And more particularly as concerns the second year at the military academy, we have specific modules which they go through, like the special forces module, which goes through with the rapid intervention battalion, and they have also a module with the army engineer, which concerns explosives, putting on explosives, and mobility and counter mobility for forces on the field. And lastly, during the month of November, December, we had another special module.
Je veux voir l'index au-dessus, pas au-dessous. L'index est au-dessus. L'index est au-dessus. Jetez même un coup d'œil sur vos camarades. Et je regarde, je lève la tête. Regardez la position du doigt. C'est là. Le fourreau n'est pas là-bas. Le fourreau est dans la suite. Je suis donc là. C'est comme un autre point d'appui. 1, 2, 3, et un 4e point d'appui. Et je suis là, là. Voilà comment je dois être. Qu'est-ce qu'il y a de sorcier là?
They also have a guiding spirit to inspire them and to serve as their model. The badge has been named the Major General Jacob Koji Badge in honor of the fearless general who died in 2017 while on active service against the Boko Haram insurgency in the far north region. The name was chosen by the President of the Republic, Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces, and the christening took place on the 28th of September 2018.
La 37e promotion de l'école militaire interarmée a pour nom de baptême Général de division Koji Jacob.
Like previous batches of the Combined Services Military Academy, the 37th batch had its share of students from neighboring countries, Gabon, Congo, and the Central African Republic, giving it an international dimension. "36 months after they first set foot in the school, the roughly 300 cadet officers of the 37th batch of EMIA are celebrating the bond which has grown amongst them. Through sports and cultural activities, they are celebrating not only friendship, but also a sense of victory after the challenges they have faced and the victories they have won. The Major General Jacob Koji batch has equally revived an old tradition which sees cadet officers on the verge of graduation, partying and dancing to take away the stress of 3 years of intense activities. As they await the day of graduation, the General Jacob Koji batch of EMIA is actively preparing the last solemn moment of its training, that is, the graduation ceremony. The same military precision which has guided their training is being applied to the final rehearsal before their graduation, a ceremony which will officially mark the end of their training and announce their arrival into the Cameroon Armed Forces. The Military High Command and their trainers have placed a lot of hope on them. They are waiting and hoping that the 37th batch of the Combined Services Military Academy, EMIA, will deliver on the field.
I have the physical abilities to do it. I'm a tough girl too, so it's not going to be difficult. And I love the job. I love it very much. So many things about it. I find them thrilling. So it's not something I dreamt of, but I loved it with time.
I choose the army because the army, as we say, is the mother of armies. So it's very open. There are much more opportunities than any other corps.
Growing up, I just had meeting a lot of military people along the way in my life, in the family. I decided to admire the force, and I decided to get into the force.
Before coming here, I knew where I was going to. I decided to serve my country. I decided to serve my country per se. I made an option to be here. So it's a calling. It's not like probably